Hey Scott, this is Tyson Galovich, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. You're most likely sitting there asking yourself, why am I doing this? What's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I can read minds. And the answer is, a lot of the time, most local business owners are often too busy running their own business to really learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes really the only hesitation is knowing who an expert is and isn't when it comes to hiring somebody. So I found that giving local business owners a free, easy plan of attack of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of these guys coming back, raising their hands, saying, hey, Tyson, we like what you're doing. Can you do this for me? So if by the end of the video you like what you've heard and you can see that our tips and our techniques will help your business, then go ahead and shoot me a message and we can chat. Or if by the end of the video you simply just want to take this free, easy plan of attack and give it a shot on your own, that works for me. So let me show you the 3 things that'll set your company above your competition. So I don't want to waste any more time, and we'll just jump right into it. The first thing is content. And the content is basically any type of words or anything that's describing your website that comes up when you're looking at it. And we can see you have your website up here right now. Looks great. And we want to make sure that with the content, it's about 1,500 to 2,000 words because that's really what optimizes with Google when Google's looking at your website. And so as we can see, as we kind of scroll through here, we can see that you guys have quite a bit of content coming in here, which is great. We actually are going to use a tool that you can download for free. It's called SEO Quakes. It's a free extension. It works out really great. We're actually going to scroll down right here to this area. We can see that the total word count that you have right now is about 800 words, which is not bad. It's great. But we want to make sure we can maybe increase that a little bit more. So like I said, we can really focus on getting those good solid keywords in there. Right now, your competition, the top one that's on their website right now on Google is Epoxy Floors, Idaho. They have 450, which you guys are beating. Good job. And then Idaho Epoxy, right now they have about 725. They have 725. And then Silverline, they've got about 2,100. So with that, we can see that definitely we can beat some of those top 2 guys on there with increasing a little bit more of that content, and not only just the content, but also more relevant content to what are more buyer intent words that people are looking up and searching for. For example, we can see under here that Silverline's right here, so we can scroll down. They've got a lot of epoxy floors, concrete, floor coatings, and things that are popping up when people are searching for those things. Make sure on here we can kind of see that with some of these, you've got a few of them on the single words, but as we start getting into this double and triple words, we want to make sure we kind of increase those keywords that are more buyer intent words as we can kind of spruce up that content in there. And with that, when we do that, it allows us, so when we go to a search, we can come over here and we can type in, for example, Boise, there we go, epoxy flooring in Boise, Idaho. We can see that the first thing that comes up here is ads. Ads work great. They're awesome, but if they're not done effectively, they can kind of be semi-efficient. So that's something else we can talk about. The next thing I want to talk about is actually when you type in epoxy flooring Boise, Idaho, is this area right here, which is called the map pack. The map pack is something I personally use, and I imagine tons of people go out and use this all the time. The map pack is responsible for the next thing I want to talk about, which is citations. And citations is basically a business name, address, and phone number. And with those 3 things, like I said, it creates one citation. And that's what allows you to basically rank in the top 3. And you're probably saying, okay, well, how do I get to the top 3 of those? Well, we actually use a program called whitesparks.ca. It's a paid program that we use. It's about $30-40 a month, depending on obviously what plan you get. But we use it so we can actually see where your competition's at. And we can see right here, when we type in epoxy flooring in Boise, Idaho, we can see that Silverline Systems right now, they're on top. They got 51 of those citations out there. And that's kind of why they're up on top. And a couple of the other people here are also creeping their way up there. We can also see that you guys are actually right here. You guys are on some epoxy floors right here. You got 17 out there. That's not bad. That's a great start. We want to make sure we can keep on increasing those. And we'd go out to places such as, you can go to these citation sources here to kind of see where we'd be going out to. Places like YouTube, Facebook, Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages, CX City Star. I mean, there's just so many out there that we can go out there and put a citation in to really increase those. That way we can outbeat your competitions up on the top half here. And so that makes making sure you guys can show up in the top 3 areas of the map pack area. So as we kind of scroll down to the next area, I kind of want to talk about is just these right here, the organic search area. And we can see that the organic search area is basically what is the next thing I want to talk about, which is backlinks. And backlinks is basically super important for basically when you type in epoxy flooring in Boise, Idaho. That's what allows you to pop up here in the top, basically top page of Google when you're looking for it. And right now we can see that you're not number one, but if we can increase those backlinks that you guys have, you obviously pop to the number one. We get you on that first page area. So basically what a backlink is when site A is pointing to site B, then site A is acting like a backlink for site B. And it's kind of think about is kind of like a popularity contest. It's kind of when you have more popularity with each of those backlinks, it gives your site more authority in Google's eyes. And not only that, there's also the other half of that as well, is each one of those backlinks is how relative are those sites that are pointing back to you, is how relative they are. For example, we'd want a really solid backlink such as like a retail flooring store pointing back to you versus having like Pizza Hut pointing back to you, because you guys, Pizza Hut delivers pizzas and you guys don't deliver pizzas, you guys do flooring. So we'd want to make sure they're very relevant sites that are pointing back to you. We can actually go back over here to that free program that I was talking about, the SEO Quakes. If you go up to the internal external tabs here, you can actually see some of the backlinks that some of your competition has here, as well as some of their internal backlinks that they have as well on those. I actually use a program that it's called Ahrefs. It's another one of those paid programs. I think it's really well. It kind of gives you a little more overall kind of standpoint here. That's a kind of an industry standard. But we can see that your top competitors, Idaho Epoxy Flooring here, they actually have about 784. And then the number 2 spot, they've got about 15 backlinks. And then actually with you guys, I want to pull you guys up. You actually have about 196. So that's a great start. You guys really have got some backlinks going for you. And then hopefully that's really getting you guys pushed up a little bit on that list. We just want to make sure we can go out and get more relative backlinks that are pointing back to you guys. Like you said, these guys are in the number 2 spot and they've only got 15, but they're a lot more solid relative backlinks. That's why they're in the number 2 spot. We want to make sure we can do that. And then when you can do that, that will push you up on that first page area. So just kind of want to wrap things up again real quick. The first thing I want to talk about is maybe increasing more of that content on your guys' webpage and making sure that it's more relevant and has more of those keywords that are basically what people are looking for there. The second thing is making sure that we have more citations. Right now you've got, I believe right here you had, let's see, make sure I got it right, 17. You got your competitors at 51. We really want to increase those backlinks so you guys are beating them by 200 to 300 of these. So you guys are going to be up on top here. And then the third thing that we want to talk about is basically increasing those backlinks, making sure that we have more relevant sites pointing to you guys to show Google that you have more authority than your competition. And then when you do that, that'll allow you guys to be up in that number 1 spot there. So like I said, if you had all those strategies implemented today, you guys would be number 1 across Google. You're probably asking, okay, well now what? What do I do with this? Well, you can take this information that I've given you today and give it a shot on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. Or if you guys want the most efficient route and save yourself some time, give me a call on my cell phone. It's 801-885-3422. Or you can call me on the office phone, which is 435-557-0372. Once again, my name's Tyson Galovich, and look forward from hearing to you, Scott.